Good evening, folks. Chief Sarcan here for another wonderful adventure into the world of Dungeons & Dragons Online. We are gathered here with a couple of my guildmates. As you can see here, MMORPG.com is our guild in DDO, and we are getting ready to take on the area of Stormreach. I do want to preface this with, I am streaming under a new setting, so if you have any issues, please let me know. I may not be able to fix it this stream, but I'm working off the new AverMedia Live Gamer HD streaming card to hopefully improve the quality of at least the video, if not the stream. So with that, let's go ahead and get started here, and we will get to it. So we are in Anvilfire Inn, which is in the Deneth area of the main city here, and we're going to talk to Elysiana. Are you here to sign up for relief on the Stormcleave outpost? I'm glad for it, for our need is dire. Stormcleave Outpost serves as a pivotal supply depot for our outlying expeditions in Zendrick and has been under assault for weeks. Now it faces complete disaster. If you are strong and resolute, I will send you and many of your allies to gather in Stormcleave and report to the Gatewarden, so on and so forth. So we are going to say yes. We are going to head off and check this out.
This is a test of the Blue Queen Network.
And we are going to do this. Let me ask. So it's in a level 8 quest. Should we do this on Elite or Hard? Considering I'm 9. What do we got here?
I'm level 9.
Alright, let's do it on Elite and see what happens. So for those of you that are watching, I am also in Mumble with some of the guildmates, so you may hear some repetitive sound. Hopefully it's not too annoying. But let's see what we can do here. First off, we got to buff up.
We'll be fine.
We'll summon up a higher here. Let me equip my arrows.
I don't think I have any hires.
I have 2 different types, so
I can summon a dog.
good enough. For those of you watching, so in our party we have a bard, a healer, a druid, I've summoned a cleric, and I am a ranger / rogue. If anybody's watching, if you could just type in chat to make sure that I'm seeing your chats. I just want to test that out before we get really going here. And so we have Susie just joined us, and she says she's never played this game before. And okay, well, great. Love to have new people tune in for an older game. This is usually our Saturday event. I will usually stream DDO every Saturday for our guild events. We are ready.
Lush jungles give way to a blasted landscape. As far as the eye can see, gray silt and burned plants have replaced the green fecundity of Zendrick.
Don't tell me my client just froze. That wasn't very good. Okay. Sushi. Sushi seed. Okay. Got it. Oh. Let's just hope I can't whip up on these. Multi-shot.
Wolves patrol the area in search of
Takes them
meat to
down quickly.
scavenge and blood to spill.
Yeah, look at that. We just wiped that cliff off. Sweetness.
Up here?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a dungeon. It's an instanced area. DDO is almost entirely instanced. There's very few open areas where you can just run into other people. So where are we going? Why'd you die?
I fell down
Toppled by the
side
ages, a column bridges the gap over a burned-out valley. A path of stonework slabs
Mumble
offers a
makes me lag a
makeshift
little bit.
ramp to the valley below.
Alright, time to bring up the maxes here. Alrighty, good times.
This is definitely going to be an adventure.
NYC Playboy has joined us, and I don't have magic heals. That's why I have a cleric. I have potions. Alright, we got some minotaurs here. He wants to charge me. We have a hireling cleric.
Scorpions feast upon corpses ahead.
The bigger they are, the harder they are. So how's the stream look, folks? Because I've pretty much maxed out the settings that I could for my system with this new Avermedia card. And I'm
A small
wondering if
encampment of trolls
tweaked it up
basks
too
around the
high.
fire.
If it looks good and you're not seeing any drops, then the card is paying for itself. Let me know if the game volume's a little too loud. I know sometimes when I start a stream, I have to make a few adjustments.
Two Minotaur warriors stand a grim watch outside the giant ruins.
That's what I was thinking. The game volume is probably a little high. I think I usually have to adjust that. Give me just a sec, folks. I gotta adjust my game volume.
Sure.
Let's see here. Let's turn the ambient noise down just a touch. Combat music. We'll drop that down a little bit. 60. And the Master Medallion down a little bit. Alright, we'll try that.
Minotaurs have set up a camp beyond the giant ruins.
Alrighty. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Ooh, shaman. He's got pretty fire. Now he's got pretty dead. Is the volume better there now, folks?
You don't go and you get partials or dentures right away. You kind of go, okay, no, there's just a few missing, no big deal. And you learn how to cover it up. You learn how to smile without not really smiling. And if your teeth are causing you any kind of grief, aggravation, discomfort, whatever, you need to call Clear Choice. You need to get in there.
It is a place of life-changing, you know, I love it. I just love it.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Alright. Now my buff dropped. Let's get that back up there. We are off. We'll see how long we can do this. This is supposed to be a long run instance. The story is pretty long, and so it'll probably take us a good little while to get through it all.
Ogres have gathered in a small camp ahead.
Feel the wrath of my arrows, you fools. They just don't know who they're dealing with. My arrows got frost on them. Anybody I can shoot down below? Sniper time. Ooh, we still got 25 more minions. Let's see here.
If I fall again, Queen's gonna kill me.
A pack of wolves appears to have caught an unfortunate traveler on his way to the outpost.
I might die.
Alright, when we get attacked by wolves and you have a wolf pet, it gets confusing.
Rounding a turn, you see an enormous house-beneath outpost looming over the waste.
I have a nice
The
wolf.
gate structure in the distance is dwarfed by the hulking fortress.
Can't quite reach him in there. Oh, I froze that guy and he exploded in a shower of ice. Good times. Good times indeed. By the way, for those of you who are watching, if you don't know, we're all level 9. So this is still pretty low level content. But it is... Oh, we're jumping. Whee! Boots of Featherfall! Oh, they need some mana.
Yay, shrine. I'm gonna go grab a Coke. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Put you back on defend, save a little bit of mana.
Alright, I'm back. And apparently I forgot the shrine.
Nothing as good as dropped yet. Alrighty. It looks a little warm around here. What do you think? He thought he was going to like chargers or something. Silly rabbit.
I thought I'd load up Wall of Fire since I'm in Druid of Summer mode now.
More outposties. Oh, we're gonna cross the floating bridge of rocks. Don't fall in. Oh, that's a cool looking gate. The archway there. Greetings, your presence here is a great boon to those of us of House Deneth. Stormcleave faces powerful foe, and we have fought for what seems like endless time. Your arrival signifies the house intends to alleviate our plight. If there is anything you
I'm
desire
guessing
to
she's the Gate
know,
Warden.
ask, and I should do my best to impart the knowledge. Alright, what's the gate for? Ruins, okay. Fledgling outpost. Inspired. Okay. Who's the foe? His name was Xantalar. Apparently he is a general in the giant army. Many other giants are now in control of outlying areas. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, so now what? Oh.
She said something's going to come out of that gate.
He's already dead. There we go. So damn big.
They seem to hate the cold.
The last of the raiders falls, and the din of fighting fades from the outpost.
Alrighty. So now what? My quest tracker didn't update, so it still says find the gate warden and kill 25 minions.
That was just a warm-up.
Oh, that wasn't the real one. Okay.
The real one will probably be hard. Even though I spent half that battle lying on the ground in a pool of mess.
Oh, okay.
General Xantalar's forces have overrun these lands. You must proceed
Now we
with
get to
caution.
go in. I was wondering why my quest log wasn't updating.
Xantalar's minions stand before you. You must strike back at the general by thinning his troops.
Love it when we can use range against them. Controls are a bit confusing. Which is good for us.
A pillar stands with 2 runes set along its side. The air bristles with yet unleashed energy.
Ice arrows for firing up. Good deal. And we are kind of power running this, so if you want us to slow down and look at something, just speak up and I'll pause ever so briefly to try and give you a better look at something. General Guns has arrived. Welcome to the stream and thank you for tuning in. We are having a good time in DDO tonight. We have made it to the lair. We are going in. Batten down the hatches, mates. Guys aren't too tough. thing I love about DDO is the fact that everything seems to be equally difficult, and they like to throw in puzzles and challenges, not just mindless killing, which really adds to the flavor of the game. You don't just come running here and, oh, I kill everything, the area's clear, we're done. Sometimes you gotta figure out some pretty tough puzzles. I guess that's all we had to do in there. Next area.
Shrine.
Shrine it if you got it. Kind of. It's got a grouping thing that you can pull up and search for and join groups. But I think you have to advertise it over here. It's just not for dungeons because everything is pretty much instanced in the game. Dungeons and story areas and everything are pretty much all able to be instanced and brought together, so
You have significantly weakened the giant's minion army.
So what games do you play, General? And then I can kind of give you a comparison between DDO and it on how it works. Because every game is
Fire
similar,
Giant
and
has
every game
fortified
is
this
different
area
in
with his
certain
personal
aspects,
troops.
just on how you.
He observes your approach with a marked lack of concern. One of the giant's lieutenants has fallen. You have slaughtered Fortador.
Okay, Star Trek Online I've never personally played. Terra, and well, Planetside 2, there's not really a comparison to this, since it's a shooter's game. I'm playing with Mech Warrior. However, Terra, imagine all of Terra all your different zones and areas.
The last of the main
submissions
fire cannon
being
crates
kind
has
of
been
instance.
destroyed.
And what I mean is so you're in a subsection of the zone,
from these fell
and
devices.
you would group up to do that section or storyline of quest in a specific zone, and it's instanced. That would be DDO. Nasty Soda, this is Dungeons & Dragons Online by Turbine. And this is based off of the 3.5 or 2.5 rule set of Dungeons & Dragons, so if you've ever played the paper versions of Dungeons & Dragons, then you would understand everything about this game for the most part. The stat point allocation, the names of the creatures, the way they look, the abilities they have, is all based on the actual Dungeons & Dragons rule sets. It is not Lotro, but they're both published by the same. Both games have turbine points, both games are free to play. Both games use microtransactions to open up areas, we call them quest packs, or to buy extra bag slots, so on and so forth. Is this a sub-zone? You gotta buy the content? I'm being told it's a free... pushing the button to talk. I'm being told it's a free-to-play zone. You just have to work your way up to House Deneth, and you'll be able to come in here just fine. I do have the paid subscription for this game. So sometimes I forget which areas are free to play and which are not. Because to me, for $100 for a year, that's less than 2 cups of coffee. Since we play this weekly, that's well worth the sub. But you could just as easily play quite a bit of it free to play. You can guest pass certain areas if you only want to try it, and then just buy the areas that you actually like. I know a lot of people operate on the philosophy of, I didn't really like that storyline, I don't want to repeat it, so they'll only buy the ones they do like. Good to have a rogue around for locked chests. Yay! Exactly, General. It's just like Lotro in a lot of respects, as far as how to open up content and things you can do. The difference between Lotro and DDO that's really distinctive is Lotro is all open world, except for your dungeons, and then those can be instanced. Or the challenges, or whatever they call them in Lotro, where here your whole zones are instanced, your whole areas. So since we came in here as a group, there's no way we'll run across anybody else in this zoop unless it's called an open area. Then you could potentially run across people. And there's connecting areas that are like that. They're open areas where you have things to kill and things to do, and you can have as many or as few in there as you want. But the connecting zones to finish the stories and the quests, you still have to go into the instanced area to complete, and then you're just with your group. Some more shrines.
I'm gonna hold off on shrining. I'm still at half mana.
Sounds good. You got this place to go over there. She says big fight. We're fighting gnolls and trolls and giants. She got really big fight. Big critters. Alrighty.
Crates are stacked and carried with a giant head, some bearing the seal of House Green. One of the jungle's lieutenants has fallen. Inskadrir is slain.
Killing trolls and looking pretty. Alrighty, couple more loot baskets. It's pinata time.
I found a supply crate.
Good one. Oh, nice. We're collecting coins from killing them.
Hey, cool.
Looks like everybody needs a shrine.
Yeah, I could use the shrine.
Alright, looks like we're going to head back to Shrine because all our casters are out of mana. And in DDO, you don't regen out of combat. You have to Shrine both your health and your mana if you want to keep going. The only way you regen over time is if you're in town. So it's very important to save these for when you need them, or you know they're a use or lose. Well, that depends upon your class now. Clerics had well, don't quote me on the DDO rules. I haven't played since first edition and maybe just a little second edition of actual DDO. On paper, that is. But you're in DDO here,
for me, but
you have one more so many spells per day that you can cast for some classes, and then some you can only have, like sorcerers, you have a fixed set of spells so you can know them all, but once you run out of mana you can't cast any of them. Clerics
I go through a lot of mana because my spells have cool sound effects.
Yeah, bards and those have multiple spells, but they only have a limited quantity of spells, but they can use them. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I think they can use them a limited amount of time. But wakey, wakey, giants! They make you a pincushion. You're better. He's okay. But I gotta wait for him to despawn so I can collect my treasure bag.
It's another supply crate.
There you go.
Looks like we need 6 more.
Another locked chest, so let's open that sucker up. Pickety pockety, pickety pockety. Alrighty. That's hard to say because I haven't played them all. There is a lot of classes in DDO. Right now I have a ranger that I really like that has a splash of rogue, which means I have 2 levels in it.
I probably won't be able to carry too many more of those supply crates. They seem to weigh like 75 pounds.
And then I have a sorcerer that I really like also. And that's the only thing I've played in this game. The nice thing about DDO also is you can multi-class. So you can have up to 3 classes in a single class, just like Dungeons and Dragons will sense. So you can be a warrior with some cleric and some fighter in there. Or you can be a fighter with some bard, a fighter with some rogue. It just depends on how you want to mix it up. The other thing that I really like about DDO is you can basically get to end game, you're the max level, and then you can wipe your character and keep a piece of that previous class and basically start over in it. It's called true respec. So what you do is you start your character all over at 0, and then you can be any class or the same class. And you can true respec, basically level your character all the way to 20 all over again, up to 3 times for every class. And every time you do, you get more points into your character build total, and you get the bonuses and the capabilities of those classes every time. And you can do them in any order. So technically, you could true respec. I think there's 12 classes, so you would do it 36 times to be a TR, fully TR'd toon. Now you get an achievement and some really cool abilities for just getting each class done TR'd once, but you got to keep in mind that every time you TR, it takes longer to gain experience. But that really gives it a level of depth to character development in this game, because it doesn't just stop when you get to the end of the game and just doing that. You have to try something new all over again. If you switch to the same character, you just want to. The key thing to remember about doing that, though, is you're probably going to want to have a couple of teams. You'll have one at the max level, so you can still do dungeons and raids with your friends, and then you have another one line, because you start all over. So if there's only 25 levels of the game, 20 unless you go into the epic areas. Down the road.
He is slain.
So what was I saying? Oh, so with the TR, when you start over, now you've got a level of, do I just do the same class I did already 3 times in a row and get the max buff offage out of that, or do I want to try something different? You know, what order do you want to do things, so on and so forth. And the order is important because you might not actually get anything beneficial for your next life from your previous life, depending on what order you go. In the end, you will, but I turned my game volume down, and it's still off. Star of Hope Waves. Hello! Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having fun. I can try and speak up.
I guess we're not coming back this way, so we might as well use it.
But I've already turned the game down that I can barely hear it. So let me maybe adjust a little bit. I'll try again though. Let's see what I can do here. Audio. We'll turn the master volume down a little bit more. Close. Alright, we'll try it. Yeah, combat in this game does seem to overpower things. But I've turned down the master volume. Hopefully that helps a little bit better. Well, thank you, Star. I had a lot of fun wandering out of the dungeon last time too. This time we are on Stormcleave, which is a giant and knoll area. And we are beating up the big guys. And as a dwarf being the little guy, we were knocking them down to my size. Because, you know, giants just need to be brought down a peg. I think we're going this way. Could be guessing. Nope, I don't know. Maybe that way. Yep, we're going this way. Okie doke.
we're going to be fighting for our lives in a minute.
Sweet! Oh, skeletons. Why did it have to be skeletons? Alright, well, we'll switch to a blunt object. Oh, looky up there.
A dimensional gate looms in the back of the ruined area. Atop the hill, you spy a fire giant. He beckons you closer, grinning wickedly.
Man, I resemble that statement, but how dare you? Okay. Get them all? Alrighty. We have more. Waiting. Yep, more. Get them, Forrest. Get them. Oh, that narration. Well, yeah. It was either that or spend millions of dollars on cutscenes. I think I like to have this simple. These die faster if I had two blunt weapons, but, you know, I only have one. Unless I go to my candy stick. Oh. Ooh, I just died. Look at that stuff. This is true. Well, that kind of hurt. I couldn't stay out of the green bubbles no matter what I was trying.
I should be able to blow them away once I become alive again. I have gust of wind. Queen's gonna fall back and try to get our stones in a minute.
Okay. And here you all, we thought we had it so easy.
Them casters are brutal.
Well, had I known there was going to be green bubbles, I would have backed up and just started picking at them with arrows. I think they're also were immune to my arrow shots. Murdoch has arrived to the stream. Welcome.
The
Good
arcane
evening.
ones have a negative death aura, and then that green cloud sucks your constitution out.
Yeah, I noticed that I had like 3 or 4 stacks of those green skulls, and I was like, okay, what can I do? Oh, nothing but die. Well, as we say, it's not a real dungeon until the dwarf dies, right?
Nothing but arrows left, Chrissy.
What server are we on? I forget.
The Kenneth server.
Ah, Kenneth, yes. That's right. So we are the official MMORPG.com guild on the Kenneth server.
We're both at negative 59. We didn't just die.
We are all part of the
died a lot.
Insomniacs gaming community, which we have our own website, the .net. It's linked on my page. And we are always looking for people that want to join us. Want to join in the streams. Just want to have fun in general. Well, looking, if you are, just look any of us up. Just look up the guild and anybody online. If you are needing a home or want to get back into the game, we'd love to have you join up. We do this run every Saturday night, somewhere between, I say loosely, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, so on and so forth, here on MMORPG.com for our weekly DDO run. Plus, people do play during the week. It just depends on what I have to stream, whether I get to play this or something else.
Give some to Jasana, too.
Yeah, I'm splitting it between you.
Cool, thanks. Otherwise, I'd have to sleep on the couch.
We have a couple of people that have characters on different servers, but this it happens to be the MMORPG branch is on Kenneth, and where most of us play. All right, tapped out. I also play Lord of the Rings Online, and I stream that on occasion. Secret World is really my main game that I stream a lot of. I wrote the wiki, or I have a wiki for that game that some of you may be familiar with. Guild Wars 2 on occasion. Tomorrow will be our Sunday morning family-friendly MMO episodes, where I usually get together with my daughter and we play Wizard 101 or Pirate 101. Sometimes we play other things, but mostly those are the two that we're playing right now, because they seem to be the most popular family-friendly MMOs right now. If anybody has any recommendations they need, my daughter and I would love to try something different and stream that also. And as I said, we do that every Sunday morning here on So all that dying just to kill 2 skeletons.
They were pretty scary looking. I got a robe of winter. Oh, my inventory's full.
Free Realm. I've heard of that game, but I've never tried it. Is it any good? Is it worth trying it out? I know we used to play Monkey Quest on a time also.
With the elemental wards removed, the dimensional gate disappears with a near silent pop.
I think I just got me a new hammer. Oh, of course I can't use it. Orcbane hammer, level 12. Oh, sure. Now I get an Orcbane hammer. But it's level 12, I can't use it yet. Interesting. We will have to try that out for one of our streams and see what it can do for us.
This place is huge.
One thing I do definitely love about DDO and low trophy, yeah, not so much low trophy, but DDO, it is a slow leveling game for the most part. Some people have figured out ways to come in here and make 5 levels a day, but it's not an easy game to level up. I miss those days where, it could take you a year to get to the max level. I took 4.5 years. Well, I played Dark Age of Camelot for 4.5 years, and before my first character made level 50, it took me a year and a half. Of course, that was with deployments and everything else, but still.
At the back of a camp, you spy a large minotaur clad in full plate.
Sense of accomplishment to actually get a level. You actually wanted to tell people, hey, I just dinged. It's taken you all week to get there. Of course, they've changed it since then. Once you've got a max level character, it's not that hard in Dark Age of Camelot anymore to level back up a new one to 50, but the first time, it was
One of the
work.
general's lieutenants has fallen. Minotaur Lord Halos is no more. Return to the summoning circle behind the outpost.
Looks like we're getting pretty close to the end here, folks. I hope you're all having a good time. Oh, I wonder if my bows were taking long to kill people. I didn't rebuff. Dun 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 dun. That's better. Numbers were looking so small. Like a little point blank shoot. Probably not the smartest thing to do. So just curious, down here in the corner of your video stream, you're seeing the chats that you guys are asking me questions on. Are you able to actually read the text in that? Is the quality of the stream good enough? Is the box big enough to read that text? This is a recent addition to my streams. I used to not do that. I figure people who are watching this from a recording might actually like to see who is typing and talking, and it would be better if it was there, but if it can't be read, then there's no point. Just about as you can make it out with if you try hard enough, or just about clear enough, and it needs to be a bit bigger. Oh, it's cut off just a little bit on the left and the right. Okay, I'll make an adjustment to the size of it then. I had trimmed it so you wouldn't see the frame, because the way it puts it into the thing, it likes to show the whole frame. And I probably trimmed too much. Let's see here.
Yeah, I must have missed the crate somewhere.
Yeah, it says I still have to collect two crates. I'm being watched on TV? Cool. Alright, so we have to run back in here because we're still missing 2 crates. Then we're going to activate the lair, and we'll be just about done with this dungeon. or area.
Let's all gather up for Longstrider. I'll wait until you shrine.
So I just tried to adjust the chat window size. Is it a little better in? I don't know if the adjustments actually happen. If I make it while I'm actually streaming, it might not affect it till later, but I tried to make it a little wider. Ooh, I got 4 action points now. I can go spend it for my next ability. Yay. It does. It really still does have a good community max despite the low populations. In fact, Jasana there has been doing a pug experiment that she's been documenting on our guild website about how easy it is to pug and how the pugs are happening, and she's been doing that over the last few days, and it's been a really positive experience of being easy to get groups and to do things.
The last of the stolen supplies has been collected.
I would say the
Return them to
community is
Corporal
great.
Dovaskan.
Definitely nothing to worry about, and like I said, because of TR, maybe you weren't here earlier, but
Corporal
because of
Delviscan?
TR, there's always somebody of all the different levels. Okay, General, I'll take a look at it. Just knowing that the right and left side is cut off a little bit is enough for me to play with it offline. I could pause here and take a look at something, but show off.
I do like that feather paw.
Heat from your body flows into the stone. You shiver as magic gathers in the still air.
Murdoch, no, I am not a TR, but because of TRs, there's always somebody available at the different levels. Let's see here. Okay. 4
You think I
rooms,
could get
2
some
on
of
each
your cleric's
side.
mojo?
1 room has fire methods, air with ice. There are giants. Cool. Okay, General, TR is a true reincarnation. When you get to level 20, you can basically do a respec on your character, which wiped out all your abilities, everything, and resets you to level 1. When you do that, you get to get extra points for your next build, and you also get to keep a benefit, a stat bonus for having that prior life. And there's benefits for doing that multiple times. So there's people out there that will TR a character over and over again, and it's a good way to try other class race combinations above and beyond that, but you also can get an achievement for doing at least one of every class. So you have skills, feats, spells, and enhancements, and all of these take points to spend to do stuff, and you will get enhancements or feats added to your new character build by having your old one. So. Nice, Murdoch. This will be my TR character tune that I'm going to do it with, and then I have a sorcerer that will be my when I don't feel like working on my TR. But as you can see, I'm level 9, and so I still got a long ways to go before I can even get my first.
Supposedly my gust of wind spell will blow away his firewalls. We'll see.
Okay, she's tapped out.
She stepped out?
No, I can't give you any more mana.
Oh, right, thanks. I'm good.
Time to let the fun begin. So Jasana's going to run in there and body pull some stuff so we can start to kill it.
Both got a cold dot on them.
Not too bad so far.
That creeping cold is doing purple damage on him.
Nice.
I still haven't found out what prize you get for a purple coin. I've only gotten the blue and white ones. So the creatures in the rooms on the side make the boss stronger? I got some invisibility clickies off of my dragon mark if you want.
Well, I was going to say, if you could only pull the boss, we could try it, but if the boss brings in friends, that could be problematic. Hello, Tingy. Welcome to the stream. We're nearing the end of our little Stormcleave outpost venture. We are body pooling adds because there's 2 rooms up ahead, and each side adds strength to the boss, and if we don't kill the rooms without the boss is really hard to kill. So it becomes problematic. What's a hireling? Hireling is an instant group member. You can pay for a temporary buff hireling that will stay with you the entire time of your dungeon, or after an hour, he'll disappear. He will stay with you while you're in a town, though, that doesn't count down. But if you leave the zone that you summoned him in, after an hour, he'll be gone and you'll have to rent a new one. You can only rent a hireling up to your level, and you can rent a hireling into any class, of the 4 main classes, I should say, to support you, but you can only have one at a time. Most people bring along a cleric because of the heals. But if you're a cleric, you would want to bring a fighter so they could do the tanking for you,
coming.
and then you just keep the fighter alive. EverQuest has these. DDO has them. Not sure what other games have hirelings where you can rent them. But it is very nice for those times when you just want to solo, you don't want to deal with people, but you need some backup. The hirelings can be flaky at times, especially if you're in a dangerous terrained area. Say, for example, there's lava. They're not necessarily smart enough to not stand in the lava and then they die. But that being said, they're better than not having anything. But you can park them and then summon them to you, and they'll basically warp to you. So sometimes you can park them before some dangerous area, run to the other side, and then tell them to come to you, and they'll come to real quick. And
Should we go in now? How do we open the rooms? He's immune to cold. He's probably immune to fire too.
Not immune to regular arrows.
I was able to blow his firewalls
General
out.
Zantalar roars one last time in angry defiance,
Yeah, we kicked his
then
ass.
crumples to the ground.
Yeah, let's do them. We're here.
I think the shards are what open up the rooms.
I haven't done a lot of crafting in this game. The thing I do find interesting about the crafting is nothing can go to waste if you're trying to craft. The problem I see with crafting really is it takes a ton of mats to really craft anything. It's an intriguing system, don't get me wrong. I just haven't done a lot of it yet. I've just been saving materials for the day when I do want to craft. And I love crafting. And I'll craft in every game, and I'll craft in this one too. I just haven't got a lot of focus on it. Ouch.
These are tougher than regular methods.
I loved Vanguard Saga Heroes crafting. So much fun. I'll agree with you on that. These suckers are tough.
Glad we got to fight the giants alone. That was nice.
So we have to return the supply crates, and looks like we're done.
I wish we had Dimension Door. It rips open a magical portal and you can just walk to the beginning of the quest.
Nice. Thanks, Susie. You have a good one.
10 mana short for Longstrider. We're gonna have to hoof it.
This was on Elite. We did this on the hardest setting. It's in a level 8 dungeon, so as typically the way...
I jump like a little bird without that buff.
You would want to do it on normal at level. 1 to 2 levels above, you do it at hard, and so on and so forth. But we said we're all level 9. It's level 8. We'll just
Now I'm
see what
showing
happens.
off.
We only had 1 wipe, so I think we did really well. So for those of you who are watching and have enjoyed me, please make sure you follow me over on my Twitter and my personal channel, not just MMORPG.com, because though I do stream on MMORPG.com mostly, I will on occasion be over on my own personal channel, and if you wanted to catch me on one of those games, then you would need to follow me there. And my handle is Chief Sarcan with the line between the underscore, and I also have a YouTube channel that is just Chief Sarcan altogether, so some of my videos will show up over there. Also, my philosophy in streaming is ask the Chief and I will do what I can for you. So if you want to see a game, you want to see a feature of the game, you want to know how to do something, you just need to send me a message and I will see what I can do about getting it up for you, because it's about you. I'm going to play games regardless, so I might as well have some direction. Looks like I was carrying all the crates.
Corporal Delvaskin has gratefully reclaimed his supplies.
Look at that, we just got a ton of experience. We finishing out now?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, while we finish out and get ready to collect our last booty for the day for this game, we'll probably call it quits
We
here
only
in
died twice.
just
We did
a
pretty
minute.
good.
Unless they decide they want to do another run of something.
Well, except for the blue queen, she didn't die at all.
Alright, let's see what juicy treasures we have
So she
up
was
for
showing
us.
off too, I guess.
This is the wonderful thing about DDO, is we always get a huge list of choice weapons or armor to choose from. A keynote if you've never played DDO about gear, if something has a buff on it for the gear, for like this one says level 5 light armor, oh that's not a good example. This +1 wise. If I already have wise on another piece of gear, that +1 buff will not do anything for me.
I actually got something pretty neat. I got a +2 Vorpal sickle from my druid.
Cool. Ooh, +2 Seeker Composite Longbow of Wizardry.
That's pretty neat too. How much is the Seeker?
+2, but the bow is a +6.
That Seeker is pretty nice. It really adds up when you crit. I can't use my sickle for another 3 levels.
Well, I clicked on the Seeker bow, and it gave me a Kopesh.
Oh.
It gave me the wrong loot.
I don't even know what a Kopesh is, but I'm pretty sure you don't want it.
Oh, I do have it. Never mind. A viewer just pointed out to me it's in my bag.
It's as big as you are.
What do you hit to preview something?
Target it and push Z.
No, I just thought there might be a way to view it on your body, but that's right. They don't let you preview weapons, just armor.
Oh, I see.
All right, and Queen is dancing for the audience. Woo-woo. So, folks, that's it for tonight. Unless there's some last minute questions, some things that you would like to see, we're going to wrap up this edition.
Shows
I like
how
to
much I
cut
like my little dog.
segments of streaming into a certain
We're doing that
area.
Gundam style dance.
So if we do run another area tonight, I would just restart this on a new stream. That way it's nice and compartmentalized. So with that, I will bid you all good night. Thank you for tuning in. I may be back just shortly to stream something else, but I haven't really decided yet. I've been thinking about rolling a brand new character in Terra and having the audience help me pick and design my looks. And so I might do that tomorrow. I might do that tonight. It's getting kind of late, so we'll see. So anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I hope we see you here in the stream another night. You guys have a great one. It's been a pleasure having you on board.